Alright, welcome to another episode of For the Record. So I had a bunch of comments and people liking my stuff and not a bunch, just a couple here and there, which I know my videos are reaching people finally by now, which is great. I madly appreciate everything that you guys do for me. So I'm just going to go through my record collection real quick because I asked to share my record collection. Just to warn you, it's not like I have a huge collection or anything. I just started collecting earlier this year, so I've been collecting for about maybe a year, if that. And it's not like I have a bunch of money. I'm a single dad. I take care of my kids, so I'm able to spend money when I have money, which isn't always a lot. I mean, I do work. I make good enough money. I can pay my bills and stuff. But anyways, the other day I went out and I did find a copy of this at my Newberry Comics that we have in town. This is a great pressing. This is an amazing album. I really do like this album a lot. I am happy that I finally got it. This is a great album. Just want to show everybody. So, if you haven't heard this album, or even don't listen to Pearl Jam, but you like alternative music, you should definitely check this out. Like, this is just a great album. It's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 songs on it, but you know what? It's a great album for 7 songs. Good jam out sessions, you know, like, it's just good music, and I like it. It's from the 90s, my type of music. Alright, so I'll start at the beginning. I own Deftones Adrenaline. This one's 180 gram. This is a great record. All my records that I'm going to show you, I pretty much love. They're from my childhood or just records that I know that I've liked throughout the years. I don't really own a whole lot of new music. I own mainly like 90s music or older. This one's Korn, self-titled. I already did a review on this. This one is totally worth the money. If you ever get a chance and you don't own that record yet, you should definitely buy it. I own Limp, Significant Other. This one's a gatefold. I bought this one at BAM. I saw it that day. I was going to order it online, but I saw it in the store and I was like, I'm not leaving without this. I really, really wanted this album. So, started off my Marilyn Manson collection. I got Antichrist Superstar. I already did a review on that. You guys know what that one looks like. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. I did a video on this one also. I have Marilyn Manson, Mechanical Animals. This is a great album. Those are bootlegs. I do like them though. It's not like I can afford an original anyways. I got Marilyn Manson Hollywood. I'm going to be doing a review on this soon. Just to show you guys, it is red vinyl. This though is the thinnest cardboard I've ever seen in my life, but it did come with the correct insert, so I'm happy about that. I just need to find a casing for this, like an original one or like a better bootleg one. Or if anybody knows how to make these things, comment, let me know. I would totally love a better, you know, thing to hold my record in. I got Marilyn Manson Heaven Upside Down. I believe this is a repress after a year after it came out. I found this one at Best Buy. Definitely not one of his best ones, but it's an alright album. There's some good tracks on here. I like, what is it? Kill For Me or Kill For You? Kill For Me. Yep. Track number 5. That one's a great one. I really do like that song a lot. It's pretty good. And then my buddy bought me this album, My Chemical Romance, Black Parade. I would never listen to this. I don't 100% like this album, but I don't hate it either. One of my best friends bought this for me. It's more his type music because he knows I would never buy this. I would never go out and get this. But some of the songs I have heard on this are pretty good. There's a couple songs that I don't like also. So, I mean, I kind of have mixed feelings about it. I got a 9 Inch Nails Pretty Hate Machine. Already did a review on that one. I got 9 Inch Nails, The Downward Spiral. I believe this is original. It has the 1994 date on it. It was packaged differently than the new releases. It didn't have that sticker on the front saying it's the defective edition or whatever the fuck it's called. I am planning on getting more 9 Inch Nails though. This one is off Nothing and Interscope. Also, it's not off the Bicycle record or whatever the hell my other one is. So I don't know if that means it's the original or not. I really don't know, to be honest. I seen the represses that have the new date on it, so don't quote me on it. I'm not 100% sure. If you know, comment, like, whatever, you know what I mean? Tell me. Let me know what you think. This one is Nirvana Nevermind. I did one on this one already too. That one's a great one. I love that album. I also have Nirvana Live at the Paramount. This is a great album from front to back. If you don't own a Nirvana Live album, this is one of the best ones to get. I believe this album is amazing. I just love Nirvana, so to me, any Nirvana is really good. I plan on getting more. I just don't have a lot right now. Like I said, I just started collecting this year. Rage Against the Machine. I know some of these records are the ones that, you know, you wanted to see. And that thing keeps fucking me up, and it's gonna piss me off here in a minute. Alright, so Rage Against the Machine, great album. You guys already know I did a review on it. Alright, now Radiohead. This is a great album. You've already seen that I own this. I bought that one at Newberry Comics a while ago. I also have Rob Zombie, Hillbilly Deluxe. Great album. I love Rob Zombie. I actually saw him live with Marilyn Manson this year. This is a shirt from it. It was such a great fucking tour. Oh my god, I never seen Manson live before or Rob Zombie, but trust me, I was definitely happy. It fulfilled every childhood dream that I ever had of seeing either of them live. And when Marilyn Manson got up there ripping pages out of the Bible, doing his little thing with the fucking, the little lightning bolt symbol, and he's up on the booth, ripping it out and setting shit on fire, and fucking best show ever, man. I tell you what. I own Slipknot's first album. This is a repress because it's got me inside. It doesn't have Fail in Nursery or Purity. Unfortunately, a lot of people are fucking dumb and they don't know what they're talking about, because I watched some Slipknot reviews and people think because that they got the very first one that has me inside of the original red disc. That's not a first pressing, you dumb fuck. Just so you know. Alright, I got this one in the mail. This was dirt cheap. This is actually a green vinyl. I didn't know it was a special edition. 1,000 of those made. I only paid like 25 bucks for that. Thanks, dude. I still appreciate that. I also have We Are Not Your Kind, the newest one. I got this one early. This is a great album front to back, trust me. If you have not listened to this new Slipknot album, this one is so worth listening to. This is actually one of my favorite albums that came out this year. This by far blew Korn, Tool, all of them out of the water. I like Tool's new album. I actually just bought that on CD not too long ago. But that is so much better. And then I also have Sublime, another great album. If you like Sublime and you don't own this album on vinyl, you definitely should. Trust me, it's definitely a great pressing and you will not be disappointed. I own a lot of Tool. I got Tool Opiate. This one I bought at Newberry Comics. I think that was like $7 or something like that. It's cheaper there than it was online, I'll tell you that. Then I also have Tool Undertow. This is a great one. I bought this one at BAM next door from Newberry. I got this one with my discount. This one was like 20 something. I think I paid under that once I got my discount. And then I also got Tool Enema. This one's a bootleg. This is a great album. But this one is warped right here. I don't like that, but it is what it is. What are you going to really do about it? It still plays all the way through, and it does sound really good. And at least the printing on this cover and the side of it and everything, it's all there. It's not damaged. It's not fucked up. Like, I feel like my Marilyn Manson should have came in that way, but hey, you can't win them all. It's all good. And then another great album, White Zombie, Astral Creep 2000. This is an amazing pressing of this album. Music on vinyl. If you don't know, you should know. If you ever see that sticker, always great pressings. That's how my Korn was too. And then another great record to rock out to. Black Sabbath, Paranoid. I actually do like that record. This is an older version, definitely not an original, but it's an older one. Black Sabbath Volume 4. This is a repress. This is one of the albums some kid sent to me when I bought his record player. Turned out to be a piece of shit. The way he had it like set up made it look all nice and everything. But I was like, oh yeah, that's what I want, because I never had a record player. Well, I did way back when. But I haven't owned one in a long time, so I didn't know what I was looking for. I knew what kind of sound I wanted once I put a record on that turntable. Or I should say record player, because it's not really a turntable. It's one of those piece of shit Crosley type shits, you know what I mean? Yeah, it wasn't what I wanted. So he sent me some records to make up for what I spent, because he knew he ripped me off. And he knew that thing wasn't worth shit. I bought this at a used record store. This was like $1, Cheech and Chong's wedding album. This is great front to back. This album is actually like really clean for its age, because I think this is an original. See? Really not, like, that bad. I mean, it's got a couple scuffs here and there, but other than that, it's actually really listenable. And surprisingly, the condition of the album, and it's not like this had a sleeve or anything. The record was just sitting in the cardboard box sleeve thing here. Like, it wasn't even have anything protecting it. And of course everybody's grubby hands going in through the store, you know, like, come on now. And then I own Led Zeppelin Zoso. This is not an original, I don't think. I know it's an older version. I don't know what pressings. I don't know all the Led Zeppelins that much. I got Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. This is a redone one. This reissue. This I just bought not too long ago. This is a brand new copy. I feel like anybody with a record player or a turntable should own that album, because it's a masterpiece. I also own The Wall, but these are original pressings, UK. They're beat to shit. I mean, realistically, you can listen to the album, but some of the stuff skips, some of it doesn't. I own Dr. Dre, The Chronic. This is a great album. I listened to that growing up. I love that album. I also have Dr. Dre 2001. This is an amazing album. The production of this album is just crazy. This album is so good. Anytime I get like to test something out, this is the album I put on. Just because of all the noises and different sounds you can hear in that album. I think the production of the album is really great. This is one of the very first records I ever got. My brother bought for me on Christmas. This is what made me originally want to get a turntable to start listening to records, was this album. This is one of my favorite Eminem albums of all time. One of my favorite hip-hop albums of all time is this album. Like, you will never get another Eminem album as good as this one. Sorry, it's just the way it is. His first two were the best, and that's just it. Like, he's got good albums, don't worry. He's still putting out good music. Kamikaze was amazing. That album was crazy good. I got Jedi Mind Tricks. So I'm going to have to read the one on this. This is called The Psychosocial, Chemological, Biological, Electromagnetic Manipulation of Human Consumptionists. Definitely a crazy album. Definitely one worth buying. This one is cool though, because this one is limited red edition. I don't know how the dude still had a copy of this, but I remember seeing this on Jedi Mind Tricks website about 10 years ago. Somehow I still wound up with a copy of it. It's definitely not original. It's a repress. It's got the extra disc. The original album only had these tracks right here. These tracks were all brand new and extra when they did a repress afterwards. I also have Mad Child, The Darkest Hour. This one I bought for like $20 on eBay. This is his limited edition, 1,500 copies of the Transparent Green. If you've never listened to Mad Child or Swollen Members, I highly suggest you do. This album has Evidence in it. He's a great MC. I like his stuff that he does with Mad Child. He's on like 4 songs on this. This is a great album. I definitely enjoy this album. This album actually was the one album I listened to when I started stopped partying so much and started becoming more and more sober, and that's when I really started collecting records and stuff. I got ODB, Return of 36 Chambers, great album. I love ODB. He's just an amazing artist. I rest in peace, ODB. I miss him. Wu-Tang's just not the same without you, bro. Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style Remastered. This one's 180 gram. I bought this for less than 20 bucks over at BAM with my discount. That's a great album. Super excited to own that. Swollen Members, Balance, original copy, bought on eBay for 20 bucks. Definitely worth owning. It was a little beat up when I got it, but I mean, other than that, it was taken care of. There's no insert to this. I don't know if it came with one or not, but I mean, it's all there. It's an original US copy. The Canada copy, instead of this being yellow, it was actually red, and I believe the rest of it was black. I'm not 100% certain. I'd have to look it up, but the cover is different. I know that for a fact. And then I also have Enter the Wu-Tang Clan, Enter the 36 Chambers. And this is the other album my brother bought me years ago that made me want to get into collecting vinyl. I've always wanted to do it, I just never did it. I don't know why. I was too busy partying, doing other stuff, hanging out with stupid people. You know, when you're grown up and you do the wrong things and you don't know what you're doing, and you know, I've done my fair share of bad stuff, and you know, I'm just trying to live an honest life now and do what makes me happy. I bought Sliver and Dive, Nirvana. This is a great pressing. If you don't own this 45, I suggest you go out and get it. It's really cheap. It's definitely worth owning. I got Basketball Jones, an original pressing. This one's kind of beat up. That dude sent me this for the turntable. Like I said, dude didn't know me, but he sent me some pretty good records. And then I got this on Record Store Day, Slipknot. One of my friends actually bought me this for Christmas this year. Thanks, Canada. It's just awesome. It's definitely worth owning. Like, I have the album, and I want to own all the Slipknot albums, but some of them are just too expensive. Like Iowa is too expensive. I can't buy that. I want to get All Hope Is Gone, and I want to get 3 of the subliminal verses. Jackson 5, I Want You Back, and Who's Loving You. This is old, from 1969. I believe this is an original. That dude also sent me this. And then I have another 45 in here, which it's a crap record. Nobody wants. Trust me. We're not even going to talk about it. And then this is an album I got for my daughter for Christmas. She got this yesterday. I don't really know much about Billie Eilish I don't really know much about her. It's not my type of music. But let me know, because I don't know about this. This came on like an orange vinyl. Is that normal, or did it only get pressed on orange vinyl? Just let me know in the comments, because I bought it at Newberry. It didn't say anything about it being different colored vinyl. Normally when I buy a vinyl, I just expect it to be black, but every once in a while I get a surprise, so, you know. But that's my record collection. I know you asked for it, so you asked for it, I delivered. That's my main record collection. I have a couple more records, but they're shit records, and they're just not even worth it. I plan on buying more records, you know, as time progresses. There's ones that I want to order. There's actually some that should be in the mail today. So on a note, I gotta go. I will upload this video later today. I hope you guys enjoy. Please like and subscribe. I do have a Patreon that I am gonna start posting. If anybody wants to support me so I can do this full time instead of working, hey, you know, that'd be my dream someday. But until then, I gotta get my ass to work, alright? So I can continue to making videos and buy more vinyl, alright? Peace, guys. Keep spinning that vinyl. Mad love.